I'm Deborah David, and I'm a mediator and arbitrator with JAMS. Mediation is most effective when the parties come to it in the right frame of mind. I find that my role is to see that the parties engage in meaningful risk analysis and reality testing and understand what their options are. I start out a mediation trying to get to know the parties. I work on a conversation with them in order to build rapport and trust before really moving on to the dispute. In preparing lawyers for mediation with me, I try to have a pre-mediation call, but the purpose of the call is for me to not talk about the case, but find out about the players. What's the relationship between the lawyers? What are the clients like? Who's going to be in the room with me? I also talk with them about mediation briefs. I really encourage the lawyers not to submit confidential briefs. This is about communication and persuasion, and you can't persuade without communicating. My approach to arbitration is that I want to make sure expectations are managed throughout. And I encourage it as much as I can to be a situation in which we work together on making a process that fulfills their contractual obligations to each other. The practice areas that interest me: business on business, employment, products liability, malpractice, and personal injury. And the main reason they interest me is that I find the factual circumstances very interesting, but also I've had experience in those areas, both as a litigator and as a neutral. I have an unusual background. My mediation work took me to Europe, where I lived for many years and worked for the Center for Effective Dispute Resolution, both as a neutral mediator and as a member of their faculty, which issues accreditation to mediators in Britain and throughout Europe. I've taught mediation skills all over the world. I've also played a number of leadership roles in various bar associations. I was president of the Consumer Attorneys of Los Angeles. I was on the boards of other bar associations as well. So all of this together informs what I do as a neutral arbitrator and a neutral mediator.